Good or bad, decisions have to be taken in order to progress. Greetings everybody, this is Bhavani from Dhruva College of Management. Today I'm going to talk about BCG growth matrix. BCG growth matrix is developed by Boston Consultancy Group in the year 1986. This matrix is called growth share matrix because this matrix specifically talks about two components. One is about market growth rate of a particular product or a product line, and second is about the relative market share of a particular product or a product line of an organization. So this matrix helps an organization to assist its internal management in making decisions of a particular product or a product line with by letting them know whether or not to invest in particular product or to divest a particular product at some point of time. So this matrix, as I told, contains two important components. The growth rate of a market is on y-axis and the relative market share is on x-axis. So these two components divide the matrix into four quadrants, and the first quadrant is about stars. So if I talk about Apple products, Apple's iPhones fall under stars because all the products which have high market growth rate at high rate, and also the relative market share at high rate falls under stars. So Apple iPhones are having relative growth share as well as relative market share at high rate, so they fall under stars because people are in need of smartphones these days. Everybody wants to use a smartphone, so market is open for that, and especially people adore iPhones. Everybody have desire towards iPhones. So both the growth and relative market share are high for iPhones. Apple iPhones. And the second quadrant is cash cows. Here the market growth rate is low, but the relative market share is high. If I talk about Apple's products again, Apple's iPads. People are not that so using iPads these days. So that is the reason why Apple's iPads market growth rate is low. But still they are cash generating items. In stars, we see that the products consume a lot of cash than generating a lot of profits. But if we talk about cash cows, these products provide a lot of profits but consume less cash comparatively. And then the third quadrant talks about question marks. Here the relative market growth is high, but the relative market share of a product or a product line is low. And Apple's smartwatches are examples for this question marks, because smartwatch is not that so Apple smartwatch is not that so preferred in the market by people, so they fall under question marks. And the fourth quadrant talks about dogs. Here both the market growth rate as well as the relative market share are low. If you talk about Apple products again, Apple's iPods are the best example for this particular quadrant, this particular group, because iPods are not that so used by people, and Apple iPods too, they're not at all preferred by the people in the market. So that is the reason why we consider Apple iPods to be dogs. Here, though the market share as well as the market growth is low, organizations try to produce this products because they are the ones which actually fall under no profit no loss situation, but then they might help an organization in keeping up its goodwill and etc kind of stuff, and that is the reason why they just keep producing. So this is all about Apple's products in BCG growth matrix. Not only Apple products, we can talk about every organization's products or product lines in this matrix. We can fit them into this matrix. Almost all the organizations use this matrix to know the profits of their how the profits of their organizations are managed. So that is the reason why I told you in the beginning that every organization have to take decisions in order to progress, no matter whether they are good or bad. If they have to sustain in this competitive world, they just have to keep taking decisions. And how will they take decisions? Based on this matrix. And this is all about BCG growth matrix. Bhavani for you.